Aloha, it's Jeremy Chambers. I'm going over main takeaways for chapters 5 and chapter 7. I'll start with 7 because I think this should be a mandatory read for all foreign area officers who do my job. There's really a very clean tie-in to exactly what I do. Throughout the whole chapter, we talk about embassies. When you work in an embassy, or rather when you're a foreign area officer, each embassy has their ambassador, I think I mentioned before, and then directly next to them is a foreign area officer from one of the branches of the military, which is my job, and working with the department to help craft messages, like cultural expertise, the do's and don'ts. That's us. Working with the government at my level, this strategic level that we're at, again, it's us. Even when we have heads of state or heads of military or military branches, the concept is the exact same in terms of how we prepare our own president or one of our congressional delegations that come through, or even one of our military advisors. So all these things, we take into account and we do in our everyday life. So global terrorism, obviously, for me and what we do. But one of the things that stood out to me is something that we also see and do every day is talks about the dimensions of soft power advantage. And what we see often is on paper, us and our allies have that soft power advantage, but in terms of the three dimensions that you need to conquer to actually gain the advantage, what we see, China's out there, in its public forums. This is all in open media, but they're doing those better. They're communicating through local media better. They have the media advantage, and they're highlighting what they're doing better than what we are. Although us and say Australia and the South Pacific may physically be providing more resources to some of the South Pacific nations, they're not articulating that or messaging that as clear or as well as China. So they have that soft power advantage. So that really stood out to me. For chapter 5, it's also something that's really important in my job. And our brand would be the brand of the United States, and it's something that we consider. But when you carry that over to a brand or a company, it doesn't always directly translate. I'm fortunate enough to have that mindset and maybe a little less of the business mindset, but you really want to know and listen. It's a big part of our job is, what is it that you, the partner, wants, and how can we help you? And for us, that is our business. But in terms of a business, you have revenue, and those are the metrics. So I think it's often forgotten they had to listen. I really liked how they used my country of choice to start it off with, talking about the Maori people and the way that you communicate with the Maori, because that's who I've been working on this whole time. So I thought that was awesome, but good reading this week. Thank you.